Hey guys, what is going on? This is Carnivore5 and this is another gameplay. So far I've showed you every single game of this season, so at this point I might as well just make it like a Road to World Series. And then after I get the World Series, I'll probably just show us some select games. I also need to stream some games too. But anyways, today we're playing the Kung Fu Kitties. It's Vita Blue versus Vita Blue. Guy had a pretty solid lineup. He's 10-4. We are 6-0. And we are playing at Coors again. I've been liking Coors. I like the aesthetics of Coors. I like the hitter's eye. And I do like how there is an elevation factor, so the ball travels a little bit farther kind of to compensate for the lack of power in the game. But Kenny Powers chases a bad pitch to begin the game. Right back to Vita, he gets easy out, and then Matthews comes up with a full count. And I thought I got this. This is just another typical Matthews fly out. I might have been way under that, but I don't know without seeing the feedback. And that's going to be the end, or the top of the first. Moving on, our Vita Blue is now pitching. It seems like it's always Vita versus Vita, so we get a strikeout to begin the game. And then the next batter, I believe this is Carlos Correa. He is going to fly out to, actually I think that was Cal. He's going to fly out to right field. It's going to be an easy out. My opponent didn't really have like a quick bat right away, and this is his created player coming up 2-0 count. I noticed he didn't have a quick bat. So I tried to expose that as much as I can. Every now and then, you know, he would swing early in the count. And sometimes it's hard to go back and do some of these gameplays. I played this like last week, so sometimes it's hard to remember every single aspect of this game. I can see right now he is swinging early. I just know when I challenged him, I usually could get away with it. But right here, he's, you know, a lot of people when they get to 2 strikes, they try to slow their bat down. And we're going to challenge him right here with a fastball down and in. And he's late right there, so I could tell he was trying to protect with 2 strikes. And we're going to go ahead and get out of the inning. Next inning, Hanley Ramirez, 2 outs. Vita, I think, is one of the tougher pitchers to face. So he cruised through the 2nd inning until he got to Hanley here, 2 outs. And still going to keep cruising. I'm under that a little bit too much. That was a good 2-seam. Had that late movement. Kind of made me drop my PCI at the last second there. And we go to the bottom of the 2nd. Or no, this is... Yes, this is the bot. For a second, I thought it was the home team. I think he was actually home. We get him to foul out there to the catcher. Yeah, that really confused me. He's actually the home team. I've been playing almost all my home games at Coors. Anyways, nothing's going on. We can't hit worth a lick right now. I keep popping up. I keep, you know, that's the main thing with Vita. It's just he's got such a tough delivery. You see the ball kind of late, and he's the one pitcher that makes me drop my PCI probably more than anyone else. We also are starting Ben Zobrist this game, and he's going to get a just late hit in the gap there. See, I can kind of live with hits like this. They're kind of annoying. Like, they would happen last year, but not as often. But I think there was a lot of problems last year that a lot of people don't realize. The hitting was just a little bit too easy in general. So I do like the, I think if they continue with this hitting engine and Vita rips a single, we're not going to be able to score though, so we're going to 1st and 3rd to 2 outs. But I think if they continue with this hitting engine and just fix a few things, you know, I'm all for it. The game plays a lot smoother. You know, I'm for the new ball physics. They just have to fix a few things to make it play a little more fair and balanced and realistic, in my opinion. 1st and 3rd, we're going to have Trout come up. He's kind of late there. Seemed like I just did not hit well. I was late, but that is going to be deep enough to give us a 1-0 lead. So we go up 1-0 here, and then next batter, Kenny Powers. We hit that pretty well on top of it a little bit, and his third baseman kind of just snagged it. I thought that might get by him, but we do take a 1-0 lead, and that's going to take us to the 3rd inning, bottom of the 3rd inning. Again, he's the home team. Gets kind of a blue pit there. There are a ton of blue pits too. One thing I recommend, guys, if you're noticing your opponent's getting a lot of blue pits, like if you're in the CS or lower, there's going to be a lot of players you play with late bats. We throw out the runner there, and he gets Lorenzo Cain hurt, so that was a big play for us because Lorenzo Cain kills lefties. And then the next batter, he tries to bunt, and he hits into a double play. Now, I did a couple pitch outs, and that's another thing. Don't let people just bunt, even though the bunting's kind of broken. You know, do some pitch outs, do some slide steps, and definitely mix it up. So yeah, anyways, what I was saying earlier is I recommend trying to play your outfield at normal depth if you're playing somebody that cannot pull the ball and they're not hitting for really any power. So just a quick little tip there. Next inning, Ken Griffey rips one into right field for a base hit. However, there's already 2 outs, and this is going to bring up Hanley. He rips a single in the left field, so we got something going here. We just need a big 2-out hit. We're going to have 2 on, 2 outs. And the batter is going to be Cal Ripken Jr., who I love this card. I still think he's the best shortstop. I think you could argue Cal is, or not Cal, but Ernie. But I haven't really got a chance to use Ernie, I think, outside of like one BR run. And we overcompensate the PCI, and we swing way under it again. So we definitely have to make some better adjustments there with runners on. And moving on to the bottom of the fourth, Vita Blue still going pretty strong with us. Throws a high fastball, he chases. That's another thing. Vita Blue, like I said in one of my previous videos, I think he has the best high fastball curveball combination in the game. Like, his curveball is legit. Like, it can actually buckle your knees, so to say. I know it's a video game, but I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say. It can really fool you. But our opponent does get a single here with 1 out. We get to a 3-0 count. This is his created player. Looks like he's got Corey Seager stance. Oh, it's Corey Seager or Craig. I think it's Seager. And he's swinging 3-0, so I'm going to try to go right back because he's really late again, and I missed my spot completely. Throw right down the middle, and that was just a bad pitch. Definitely should have threw it higher or lower, in my opinion. I threw it right down the middle. It was a home run. All he pretty much had to do was swing, especially with a created player. So he takes a 2-1 lead in the next inning. Zobrist comes up. We chase a high fastball. We were struggling in this game. We just weren't hitting well. I had a late bat. I don't really remember like why I had a late bat or anything. I don't think it was laggy or anything. I just don't think I was playing well. Vita works the count a little bit, gets to a 2-2 count, and makes contact, but that's going to be a foul out to the first baseman. And then Trout comes up. I thought I was actually on that. This game also, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like a lot of grounders, pitches that you chase away, not chase, but they're in the strike zone and you go with them, and they're hit on the ground. I feel like they're hit really, really weak, even though like it'll say it's hit like 96, 100. But I don't know, grounders really die in this game, and maybe that is more realistic. I don't know. Last year I felt like they were just a little too OP. As Matthews makes the catch there for the first out. And then now he has Granderson up. I noticed he had a late bat, so I took the shift off, especially with 2 strikes, because most people, like I said, with 2 strikes, they try to see the ball deeper. And that's going to generate more hit balls to opposite field. And then his Correa comes up and gets a base hit, sneaks it just by Cal. We almost made a nice play there, and that's going to be another 2-out hit for him. And then he has his pitcher up. He's going to keep him in. Unfortunately, I won't be able to lead off the next inning with him leading off, but that's okay. We get out of the inning, no harm. Only give up 2 runs so far, still not bad. And this is where I decided to pause the game. Look at what he's been throwing me. I don't necessarily remember what I got out of that, but I know a lot of times when I do that, I start to hit. And the video kind of cut out there. I'm not sure what happened, but we do rip one into the gap with our created player. It seems like every time I check out the pitch analysis, I kind of calm myself down, pick up some patterns, and I start to attack those. He threw us a fastball away, and we went with it in the gap. So that's going to lead off the inning with a triple. And then Matthews comes up with a nice clutch hit. Going to go ahead and tie the game. We go ahead and decide to take 2 on this, so that's going to be a double for Matthews. Like, he's coming up clutch for me lately. And then Dawson comes up. He throws a wild pitch with Vita with that nasty curve. Decide to take a risk and advance here. We make it pretty easily, so that's going to be another big situation. We got a runner on third, less than 2 outs. No outs to be specific. And then I kind of get like a pitch like slightly middle away, but he didn't get it all the way away. And then Dawson pulls it for a home run. Like I said, those are really dangerous pitches this year in the game. You can see he got kind of some of the middle of the plate there, and he hits it for a 2-run jack. So we clutch up that inning, and still the same inning, we're still hitting. So you guys can see that's, I mean, when I do like lab sessions with people, I always recommend, just look at the pitch analysis, because at the very least you're just going to give yourself a breather. I mean, you have pause time, you might as well use it. And he went ahead and brought in Osuna, Ripken. I don't know what I was looking for there, and I swung way too early, and I strike out. But Zobrist comes up, rips a high fastball in the right field. It's going to land right in front of his right fielder. We're not able to advance to third, but we are able to continue this rally, and we're going to go ahead and take out Vita. We're going to bring in a lefty, Charlie Blackmon, off the bench to face Osuna. He decides to counter with Rivero. I was looking at who do I want to counter with, Wright or Stanton. I decided to go ahead and go with David Wright. So this is definitely a big at bat here. I'm glad I got Blue out of the game, but now he's got Rivero. I really like Rivero. I just feel like his delivery is very generic. I guess it doesn't really affect anything. It's just kind of easy to see the ball. I don't know, it just doesn't feel like super smooth pitching with him, but I really do think he's really great in this game, and it can be tough. But we have definitely an advantage here, a 2-1 count, and kind of out in front there. Looks like he threw us a changeup, but we're on it, just out in front a little bit. 2 strikes, trying to just protect here at this point. Threw us another slider, hanging slider, well, not hanging slider, but didn't get it in all the way. and 2-2 count, and that was a pitch away, and Wright just crushes it into the gap, and it just keeps carrying and carrying. That was about to score 2 runs, make it 6-2, but our opponent quit. I don't know why people quit so early. Like, that was a really competitive game at that point, and I was only going to go up 4 runs. And again, he was 788. Rating really doesn't mean much right now because, like I said, I'm playing a lot of people that were already in the World Series, and not that that means anything really. So it's kind of hard to get a gauge of how good some of my opponents are. But I feel like some of them have been pretty good early on, and we go ahead and move to 7-0. Didn't really get anything for a post game. And anyways, guys, appreciate you watching the video. This is Car number 5 signing out. Peace.